Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hack Shack. This is just a little add-on to the haul video that I previously posted a few days ago. This is something I forgot to show and I really meant to show. One of the vendors we checked out at VCF Midwest was adwater&stir. Chris Davis is the proprietor of this business and he makes some great kits. Now, previous to this, I had already assembled one of his Altair kits and my original Kenbak kit, which I'm going to show right here. One thing he had for sale at the show were these nanoKENBAKs. And it's not a kit, it's pre-assembled, but I'm going to let you check it out and you can see what you think about it. As we open the box, you'll notice that we have a nice micro USB cable that comes included. And here we can see the included documentation, which gives you a little backstory about the Kenbak. It also goes over some of the built-in programs and other miscellaneous information. If you're not familiar with the story of the Kenbak and you're interested, please check out this video that I did previously when I put together the micro Kenbak. Now let's open it up here and get it out of its packaging so you can get a good look at this really cool board. I just wanted to take a second right here to show you a cool picture from the adwater&stir site that lets you see and compare how the size of the nano and the micro compare to one of his clones that's full size as the original Kenbak-1 was. The square you see on the far right here is an AppMega 328P. It's just like the same one that's in the micro Kenbak. Works just the same, runs the same code. On the far left, that is an LIR 2032 coin cell, and that's lithium, and it charges from that micro USB port. And they say fully charged, the battery will power this device for over 4 hours. Now, it also has an MCP 73831T charge management controller, so you could leave it plugged in all the time. You don't have to worry about it getting hot or overcharging. The charge controller will turn it off, so it won't constantly be trying to charge if you do leave it plugged in. You can also see the on-off button and all of your input buttons and command buttons for loading in and setting your registers. On the flip side of this PCB, there's all kinds of good information, but I want to draw your attention first to the far right. And that's a different battery that's here on the back side of the board. That is to back up the clock. This one has the real-time clock chip as well, just like the micro Kenbak. So you can use it as a binary clock is one of the built-in programs that you can do. Pretty neat. Now, if I draw your attention way over to the far left, this is what's really handy just for showing this thing off, in my opinion. It shows you all of the built-in programs. And as you can see here, there's lots of fun stuff just built in and ways to set the clock if you want to use the clock. And to load these up, you just hit stop and the number at the same time, and then hit start, and then it starts up the program. And now check out that last thing in the list down at the very, very bottom, set CPU speed. That's handy so you can slow down the CPU in various steps, because some of these programs just run way, way too fast on the AppMega. So you have to slow them down to probably similar to what a similar speed it would have run at in its original Kenbak form. So you can actually observe the lights blinking. Otherwise, it'll just almost look like they're just on and not turning off. The middle section here is pretty self-explanatory. It just has instructions for how to set the time on the real-time clock that will then be shown on the binary clock mode there. This last section of text on the right just gives some instructions on how to save and retrieve programs that you might toggle in yourself and want to store and then load back in later. It shows you how the memory is divided kind of out of the box and how much space is in each little slot. So you could toggle in your own little program and then be able to retrieve it even after you've turned it off. Sorry for all the noise. My benchtop camera is just not great. It needs lots of light, but I wanted you to be able to see the lights properly. So what you'll see me do next is I'm going to hold down stop and hit the 5th bit location, which is actually the 6th button from the right, but we started 0. And then after I do that combination, I'll hit start, and that loads up the Blankenlights program, which looks really cool. And so that's just one of the things you can do with this. It's really neat. You know, I would have loved if it was a kit, but some of that surface mount stuff is kind of tiny anyway. It's pretty cool, and I think it's going to go great with my other Kenbak. So if you're looking for something kind of different for your desk that has a tie back to a piece of computing history, you may want to check one of these out. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.